the difference of the cubes of two numbers. Now that's not twice a number, that's two different numbers. We're talking about the cubes of two numbers. The difference of the cubes of two numbers. The object here being the numbers. So the numbers, we can say they're different. I guess we're saying they're different numbers. So the numbers, we'll say A. Say the numbers are A and B. Those are the two numbers. So a cube of a number is look like that. Okay? I want to know the difference. So that's the difference. The difference of the cubes of two numbers. And the quotient of the cubes of two numbers. The quotient of the cubes of two numbers. So that's the cubes of two numbers right there. So the quotient will be, if you divide them, okay? To translate inequalities. And that's also important too. Translating inequality phrases, such as we say we have x greater than 1, right? Or this also is translated as all. You say x, we say that x is all numbers greater than 1. We don't know what it is because the statement doesn't tell us what x is. If we know what x is, we'll get an equal sign. That means x would only be a constant, definite value. But here, x, we don't know what it is. We only know that it's greater than 1. So here, this mathematical expression, x greater than 1, represents the English phrase, all numbers greater than 1. Okay? If I say x is equal to 1, that simply means x equals 1. X equals 1, or x is 1. Okay? Here, x is all numbers greater than 1. If I write a -1 right there, I got all, that means all numbers greater than -1. Okay? If I write x is greater than 0, that means all numbers greater than 0. Okay? Now what if I have greater than or equal to symbol? This means x is, or we simply say, here the phrase is represented by x. We say 0 and all numbers greater than 0, because you got both the symbol. You got the greater than and equal to symbol. So it means it's equal to 0 and it's greater than 0. So this is inclusive of 0. We're saying 0 and all numbers greater than 0. Okay? 0 and all numbers greater than 0. Or now if we simply had let's see, if we, like for example, all numbers greater than 0. All numbers greater than 0, that's also all positive numbers. All positive numbers. And of course, x less than 0, that means all negative numbers. All the negative numbers, all of them, all negative numbers. Now, if I were to take this and make that a less than or equal to symbol, that would be 0 and all numbers less than 0. Or you would say 0 and all negative numbers. Expression. Now, an algebraic expression is a collection of numbers. A collection of numbers, variables, and operation symbols. Meaning their operation symbols are addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or you take the power or take a root. Okay? To evaluate an expression. To evaluate an expression, we must substitute. So that's what it means to evaluate. We must substitute some number for each variable. Okay? So we're going to practice evaluating some algebraic expressions. Okay? Okay, now let's try 2 by x plus 1. Okay. Now we're going to say evaluate. So we will say evaluate two by x plus 1